Hello, everybody! It's Tokkuri Yashi! How is everybody doing? We are here today for Battle Stadium! Game of Battle Stadium! Battle Stadium! whatever, I'm a bit giddy anyway. Once again, we have a Battle Stadium. How is everybody doing? I assume a lot of you have already taken it on by now. Finally, we have all of the stages unlocked. So once again, we're going to go through all of them in one go from stages 1 to 18. I don't know, maybe a few of you decided to do a little bit every day, but why not give it a go in one go? So, where is this Battle Stadium then? Over here, let's jump in there. Let's see who we have got to take on this month. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult. Are we getting a little stronger? And they're not scaling up the bosses or the fights that we have to take. They're not bosses, are we? We call them bosses. They're not scaling up the fights that we have to take on here. But again, we've got 18 stages. Nothing really has changed in this. Nebby at the back there. Very last fight, round 18. That one's going to be fun. Aspect, how you doing? Should I pull Rem with only 23k gems? Well, could you? Do you think you could? Probably. I think the answer to that question is I wouldn't. You shouldn't really be summoning unless you have a full 30k PT, because you could easily spend that 23k and get nothing. So I would probably recommend saving if you've got Summer Sheffy. Perhaps if you have Summer Sheffy, then definitely not. Considering we are, and it's hard to believe, only a month and a half away from the Xmas units being released at the beginning of December. And then we're going to have a pre-fest for New Year's at the end of December. I would probably say save your jewels for that. But it's up to you if you really want the ReZero characters. I suppose this is the only chance to get them, but with only 23k, you're not guaranteed, and you could end up wasting them all completely. So, well, there we go. That's what we can say about that. Have Summer Sheffy. Well, if you have Summer Sheffy, you should be pretty good for your like physical team then. And I guess you don't really need help. I guess in that case, you should really save. You should really save your jewels. Like I said, we've got, like always, there's going to be some good stuff upcoming. Bloop, bloop. Right, so we have got Miyako here in round 1. Shouldn't be too difficult. What kind of a crazy team can we build this time? For this is the team we used last for the last stage. Just these three. If they come, these three just take it out everything. Can they all just take out everything on their own? Does Mahiru have a knockback? Is this Mahiru that has a knockback? Does he stun some? Yeah, knocks back a large distance. Right, we're gonna keep this as a basis of our team. We're gonna put in Yukino. We're gonna try Yukino. I don't think it should be too bad here. Now, who is going to be in slot 4 for Yukari's TP? That depends on who else we put in on this team. One more character for this team. I think Mahiru could tank this for us. Do you think Mahiru could tank this for us? We could put in Ninon. Or no. Silly me. Who have we forgotten? We don't really need the TP. Is she going to be in the wrong place? Is she going to be sitting in the wrong... Yeah, she's going to be sitting in the wrong place. So maybe... maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do go with Ninon. Some Ninon there. I don't know, again, we're thinking too much about this. The first few stages are not going to be that difficult. But if we're keeping Chunibyo in, then I guess we should have her in position 4. And that's what we're thinking. Have her in position 4. In that case, we can always put in... Well, I mean, the Ilya will be tanking then. If we put in Xmas Ilya. How about... I'm going to kidnap. I know she's single target, but... She does have those huge upgrades. She sits in that position as well. You got lucky and got Sasuke on 5th pull. I've seen a few people doing pretty good on it. It makes me want to give it a try, but I have to resist. I think I have to resist. Knowing me, I'll go in for Sasuke, and we will end up with no jewels left at all. Another 30k down the drain. Everyone just sits. It needs to sit quite far forward to be in front of Anna, don't we? I don't know if we can do this. Maybe we've got to take out Anna. And, Hi! Who else could potentially sit in that right position there? Anybody, just anybody. We'll take anybody. Please! Somebody. We look at magic because you've got magical attack buffs here. Everybody just sits behind her, that's the problem. That's magic at least. Ilia's behind. All Ilia's behind. Is this Ilia behind? No, she's not. Right, okay, that Ilia will do. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get on with Battle Stadium whilst we can. We've got quite a few stages to go through. Ooh. Not bad, but Ilia took a little bit of damage. Not too bad though. Guff to a good start then. Who did it? Was it that? Yeah, Tunibio. There we go. Right. Let's get on with Battle Stadium. Are we going to run into any difficulties? Probably. How far are we going to get before we run into difficulties? Well, we will see. Maybe, who else do we usually use on the Tunibio team? See, maybe Ilia isn't the best option here. I mean, maybe we need somebody, another tank perhaps. Maybe Inori, maybe one of the Rays that can tank New Year's or Astral. Because Ilia really just, yeah. Maybe not the way forward for that one. Perhaps we'll go with... Well, if you put in Astral Array, where is she? She's win. That's why we can't see her. Why don't you go for something like this then? We could do a lot better there. So, as you can see, Aspect has got Sasuke. I've seen crazy summoning. He had some crazy summons for his Sasuke, so go and check that out too. He had some pretty good luck as well. Like I said, I've seen quite a few people having good luck with hair. Makes me want to have a go too. But hopefully I'll still be okay to run Dark Physical without her. Maybe just borrow hair. But like I said, they've done the same as what they did with Wind Physical. And then we need the SA Hiyori and the Sasuke probably to run the optimal team. And if you don't have both of them, like we don't have, say, Summer Prescient and Summer Korea, you're in the same boat. And I think that's what boat I am in. But it will all be worth it when we find out well, is anybody that interested in the Zombieland Saga collab? Is it Sakura? Do we really want to be... Well, maybe if they make a really good, like Kid Knows when she came out, then perhaps people are going to be wanting to summon for her. But obviously people that like Zombieland Saga that have watched it are going to want to be summoning for her too. I'm assuming, I'm putting here as the highest chance of the next character that we're getting after Sasuke. Although it has not been confirmed yet. Really good as a physical attacker and giving boost. Yes, Sasuke is a top character. I guess I should maybe at some point next week do the Dark Physical tier list. Just having a look over all Dark Physical characters. I have another limited Dark Physical character. I imagine she will be in the top rank in that tier list. It will be interesting though, I guess, to see when Clan Battle comes around. It's still 2 weeks away, I guess, Clan Battle, I suppose. How much more damage Sasuke does on a team than Alpha Christina. That rivalry is going to be heating up a little bit. I assume we'll get by with Alpha Christina if you don't have Sasuke, but it's going to be maybe a little less damage. But we will see. They're always going to build the boss to suit the new character, I suppose. Hello, Lassie, how are you doing? Stage 18 time sucks so much. I kept trying for over an hour before just giving up. Okay, so let's see if we can find a team for stage 18 when we get there. Then hopefully we don't have to sit here for an hour ourselves, trying to take it out. Okay, Valentine's, it's Shiru here. Can we trounce her with this team? We can indeed. Blasting our way through. I still haven't put together my eye patch. I mean, every battle stadium, I keep forgetting I was going to make myself my own little demonic eye patch. I keep forgetting to do it. Right, Orisa, are you the leader of this team? Ooh, the Tamaki in there, do you see that? She had a bit of a dig at Anna, but it wasn't quite enough. If this team was a higher level, that might have gone a little bit differently. Couldn't even beat it with 0 stars. Hopefully we don't come across that a bigger problem. I'm sure we can find a solution to it. We will see. That will be upcoming. Fingers crossed. Okay, round 9 then. And we have got Mahiru versus Mahiru. What the hell did Ray do there? Just went absolutely ape. What the? There we go. Nobody else did absolutely anything. Ray just went, I've had enough of this. Go away. Well, you don't want to make that lady angry. Because, okay, we will take it. We will take it. Moving on then to round 10. Misogi up front here, ready to play head tricks on us. Hopefully we can see straight through them all. Oh, was that Luna Union based there? And again, Ray's like, I'm not taking any of this. I'm not taking any of this. Right. Moving onwards and upwards. Round 11, Medusa is here. We're not going to be beating this too quickly with the 110, so again, New Year's Muimi there. With their invulnerability, is going to survive for a little while. But is she going to be on her own? She is on her own until finally her invulnerability runs out. And she gets bonked. So far so good, not too much standing in our way so far. Round 12 then. Ooh, we have a Sumatsune. Is she? Could it tell us what star she's at? She does have a unique equipment 2 on her by the looks of it, so it's a fully leveled up Sumatsune. That might be a bit of a problem. But Chunibyo decides she's faster than the Summer Hatsune. So there we go. That is how you deal with Summer Hatsune. Send in Chunibyo Anna. This is, I mean, this is going better than maybe you could have expected. Round 13. 6 left to go then. We've got Ada here as the leader of this team. Has anybody played Silk Song? That's all. I haven't played it, but I watched a few people playing it. And every time they call for the transportation, she shouts, Ada! And it just made me think of Ada in here. It's like, is Ada a big bony bug thing? Well, more than one person can be called Ada, I suppose. But Ada didn't stand a chance against our mega team here. It's a mega team. I don't know if you can call it a mega team. It's just maybe we're just being a little lucky. Okay, Kururu. Let's see how we do then. Surely one of these teams we're going to run into a little bit of difficulty, and they're going to have to start to change things up a little bit. There goes Amir's barrier, so maybe the damage isn't going to take him out that quickly anymore. Although we did manage to survive 2 Kururu Union bases there in a row. We win. Did we get 3 stars? It wasn't the fastest victory. Silk Song fans have collectively decided to name the Bell Beast Ada. They have decided to call her Ada because she does shout Ada and then Ada appears. Here we go, 3 stars. Onwards and upwards to our Summer June. We're going to get burned here with Summer June unless we can take them out really quickly. Well, there we go. Here we are coming into our first hurdle here. Our astral ray here was not strong enough to survive, so we need to do it with 0 deaths. Does that just mean we just put in a tankier person up front and it'll still work? Who is the tankiest of tankiest people? Was it magic damage that they hit us with? It might have been magic damage. We can see Homari there, and then here's Homari. Ooh, this time Chunibyo goes down. So we did it, beat it again, but we still have the death. Hi, hello, Franco, how are you doing? This ReZero, I mean, we could have used some of our ReZero characters for this. This is, maybe you could say the ReZero edition, because we've just had the ReZero story event released, or rerun release, which we will be going into when we have finished Battle Stadium here to take on the SP boss for that event. That'll be something that we can do after we've taken on the Battle Stadium. So there is a bit of ReZero in here. You could say the ReZero Battle Stadium. How are we going to do this then? Maybe a different tank? I mean, a taunting tank is probably not going to save everybody. The taunt's not going to fire off fast enough. No, because she needs the Union burst before she gets the taunt off. Or maybe it's AoE, it's not gonna help either. So I mean, it's actually pretty good for a lot of the stages here. Yes, I would have really liked to have used it for this, but I don't have a unique equipment on her yet, and we don't have her at 5-star. We need to grind out that event to get the shards. If we had her already done, then I think we would have given her a try in here. Perhaps. I mean, I don't think putting a different tank in is going to make a difference. We may just have to take out Chunibyo and put somebody else in to do the damage here. Or just turtle up. And don't mind about doing it quickly. Well, there we go. Put it in Kuka and nobody dies. So there we go. Just changing the tank around. changed the outcome to give us our 3rd star. Right, moving on upwards. Here we go. Just do that team without Anna. Or do that, yes. we could have taken Anna out maybe. Okay, so our final 3 stages then for this fight, and we have got Exposilia there at the front. Is this where they bring out the big guns? And we're gonna have to start thinking a little bit harder for solutions. Well, maybe Anna's time is up because yes, we are going to have to change our team up quite a bit here, I think. Elizabeth! I know, Yukino's down as well. Can we at least take them out and get a win? We haven't got much damage left, have we? This is going to take forever. Right, let's back out. Let's back out and reconsider our life choices. Mistakes were made. So who are we taking on the Ayo Karachi team with then? What does it say we can... Bind is buffed? Do we want to go bind or do we just... Right, so we can bring out of retirement then a Summer Saren. And I suppose we always usually go for somebody like Inori as the tank. Or up front anyway. Would Inori be strong enough? Maybe we can bring back Astral Ray. Maybe we should be fine in this one. Who do we want for damage then? Didn't have a chance. My team all before this stage. Didn't have a chance. My team at all before this stage. Well, if we go back to the last one, we could come up with some solutions, I am sure, for this. Who are we going to pick for damage here? I mean, I always want to go for Reno, 6-star Reno, but surely there are other characters that we are forgetting that could potentially do this pretty well. I mean, actually, Shiori might not be a bad pick. I mean, Medusa might not be a bad pick. We never really use hair too much. She can petrify everybody and hold them back a little bit, so pretty good choice, perhaps. Now we need healing, and for that, maybe we'll put in Eris, seeing as we're here in dark. And one more character. Maybe some jammer roll, some stunning or something. Bit of a weird old team there. Let's give it a try. Then we can see what happens here. Who's alive? Who was alive with that slither of hit points? There must have been Eris. Some Eris revived. How the hell? Well, it was going. It went pretty well, didn't it? But not well enough. We had a death. We had a death. So we're gonna have to change. Maybe we'll just switch tanks around. There's 2 stunners there, so is Inori gonna be okay here? Maybe Ranford should be good. Ranford would be a good option. Well, that didn't go quite as well as we did before. So Inori is not the answer there. With these 2 both do damage and have kind of stunning utility. We just need a tank that's gonna survive. I mean, we could go Summer Shizuru, but we haven't used it for a long time. Let's send in Yamato and watch everybody die and go, no, it wasn't. It's not Yamato. Yamato is not the answer. There we go. Yes, we need to stun them quicker. I think that's what Ray was doing. So maybe we put Ray back in and we swap someone else out to try to keep Ray alive. So who do we switch out to keep Ray alive? That's the question. And who would keep Ray alive if we had... I mean... AG Ray? I don't think this is going to work. She's probably going to die, but it's just... Well, exactly. That's not going to work at all. So who else at the front could maybe stun? Maybe Samugi? Is she going to be fast enough? We do this one at a time. Maybe we need a whole new team, perhaps. His stun is not quick enough. Who else has got a very fast stun? I mean, would the New Year's Ray survive? Let's try here. Not fast enough. I guess this means what we're going to have to do is change the whole team up. I'm going to put Ray back in, and we're going to take out Medusa, and we're going to put in more survivability. And we're going to do it a little bit slower, but we are going to get the last 2 stars. And Ray died again! Even with Ameth in there. Oh my goodness me. New Year's Ray and Magical Kasumi Eris Yuki. Yes, that's one thing we didn't think of. Is TP draining. TP draining with Kasumi there could be the way to go. So let's try that, shall we? You've got New Year's Ray, Magical Kasumi, Eris, and Yuki. Yuki might be a good option as well. Maybe we don't need Summer Siren in there. Maybe we are using it too much as a crutch. You take them out before they damage us. Good things. Who is it? Oh, he's... Right, okay, let's take Siren out and put in Yuki and see how that goes. 90% HP and nobody dead. We just need to do this with nobody dead, so we could turtle up. Try to turtle up a little bit. Well, and again, Ray's down. She's very good for this with that stun. We take her out and we end up dying. And what about Matsuri? Does Matsuri stun? Where's Matsuri gone? Yes, but I don't think it'd be quick enough. It probably won't be quick enough. And this time Ninon's gone. Right, well that's not a win. Where's my Kesa gone? Okay, so maybe these last 3 stages are a little trickier. Then we blast our way through here in 15 minutes, and then we get stuck here. We're not going to have to look up suggestions, are we? I mean, what if we went the old PvP Lumina and Misaki combination? New Year's Ray instead of Ninon. Well, having both of them there. Well, there we go. We could have tried that one, but there we go. Just I don't know why I thought of that. I saw Misaki there. Let's go with the old-fashioned, old PvP team of comboing Luna with the 6-star Misaki there. And, well, that one worked. Somehow we finally got there. So that means we can move on. Well, thank you for them suggestions there. Matsuri and Nina out put in New Year's Ray. Well, maybe they could work. Shall we give it a try? We've beaten it now. What? It was. Who did we have? Did we have Yuki still? And then put it in Ray behind. Like that. Let's see what happens here. Ray went down again. Why is Ray so squishy in this fight? Somebody who doesn't really like her. They saw what she did earlier and took her out. Wrong Ray. New Year's, you said New Year's, yes, okay. Right, okay. Now she's come back in here, kimono, a New Year's kimono, and she's invincible. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that one did it as well. So there we go. That's another option to go for. So there we go. New Year's Ray potentially then is a better option for this. Well, I say potentially, it obviously is a better option than the Astro Ray. But yeah, I don't know. I'm quite happy with that. I don't know, my brain. I should listen to my brain a little more often when it goes ping. Oh, who would have thought? Old Luna and Misaki. Anyway, round 17 then, Shinatsu. Round 17 with Shinatsu and Magical Girl Shiori. I wish Magical Girl Shiori was a better character because I like this character and we never use her and we're never going to use her. So, do we stick to this team or do we go back and try Misaki and Luna again? You might be interested in fighting Shinatsu here while she's down. She hasn't done a huge amount of damage to us. Would that reflect? We've got the Miyako though. Miyako isn't going to go down very easily here. Look at that! She's getting bonked from all angles. Was that enough for 3-star though? No, we need to do this quicker. So, let's see. Let's see. Can Misaki and Luna do the biz again? I don't know. Oh no, she's too squishy. Otherwise, she would have got them there if she. Okay, it worked once, not twice. So what do we need to do? Win it very quickly. What boost have we got for this stun? Is this where we bring back? This is where we bring back Astral Ray. Is this going to be the backbone of it? Do we want to bring some Masaran back? Do we want a different tank up front? For some reason we go with Astral Ray this one. I wonder if some of our newer characters would work well in here on this one. Maybe that's what they've done. They've decided you need the new characters to beat this. Shimazen, bling, 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 and there we go. It's saying yes, put the new characters in. If you have them, and you get all 3 stars. Although, who's the oldest character here? Is it probably Summer-Saran is the oldest character here, still going strong in these types of events. Okay, and I say here we go. Round 18. Let's see if we can get a clear for this. We need to win with 1 minute left. 90% HP, 0 deaths, and TP boost is boosted. Let's go in with this. With this first. Well, there we go. Ninon is down. Everybody is down. There's a lot of damage coming in here. This might, as was suggested, is looking a little tricky. Where is Saren? Run for the hills. We're gonna have to really rethink this one up then, right? Okie dokie. Well, my brain first went to you, to our New Year's Muimi with her invulnerability straight away. That might help if we could get the damage off quickly. We do want TP boosters in here, but do we need Saren? Some Saren as the TP booster. We could maybe, if we go for physical team, try Liberator Nozomi instead. You can't borrow in this mode, can you? Otherwise, maybe Super Bonk would have been good for this one. And maybe is this a fight that you have got to use Sasuke in so that you can win? Right. Do we want Yukari back? More TP? And then somebody here in position 4. If we're using this zone here, we're gonna have to go physical. Which is where Reno sits pretty nicely in that slot, which is why we always go for Reno. And then at the back, I suppose we can stick Edison to hopefully keep us alive a little bit longer. Let's see. Let's see if there is a massacre. Are they glass cannons, these opponents? And if we can get in and hit them, well, Anumia's raised on a glass cannon. Ooh, I thought we were doing okay there. But no joy at all. All right, okay. Rethink back to the drawing board then. Hello, James. EO? Perhaps EO. That means we may have to change our TP booster then to Saren if we're going to go magical. Do we want... are we going to need just huge amounts of damage? And is this Muimi a good choice? Or is it... is it not a good choice? Was that Hatsune down there? Summer Hatsune, there's Summer Hatsune's down. I wonder what could my Muimi do more damage? Do I need to buff her up a little bit? We're not doing it very quickly. We're still alive. But do we have the damage here? How long are we going to be alive for? That's the question. Was that a revive there for Muimi? At the front. So she's not going to take any more. Next big hit and she's down. There we go. That's the next big hit. And she's down. I think we need more damage in this team. Are we going to have to go all guns blazing? So for that, I think we might end up having to take Ellis, and we're going to have to put in another big attacker. I mean, maybe Medusa would work well here with her Air petrification. Where will Medusa sit on this team then? She'll be a bit further forward, I think. Reno's only just about hanging in there. I don't think it's going to last much longer. And there we go. Reno is down. Maybe Muimi is not the answer. Let's see where she sits there. Which means Saren's going to get the boost. Minio, he's not doing a bad job. Where does... EO 6-star. Oh, that was a 6-star EO, was it not? Did I put the other EO in by mistake? It is 6-star EO. Did I put Noir in? Okay. Let's try that one again. Let's run that one back again. And otherwise, we may end up having to take out this New Year's Weemy up the front here. If Reno not going to hold in. They do have a few tanky characters here with Ares reviving them. Yeah, Reno here not holding in too well. Maybe we need a... Could someone else take a place that's going to survive? Who do we think? Who do we think? You're going to be far too far forward. If you want someone a DPS there in slot 4. How about... You're too far forward as well, Ada. There is no way that you're not. And Medusa's too far forward. I want to put... Let's give it a roll. Let's give it a go. Medusa, too squishy. Medusa, far too squishy. Can we take him out fast enough then, before Reno goes down? Whoa, what was that bitrate on the sound? Okay. We have a win! We have a win! Can you build that team, Raze? Can you build that team? Hopefully it can win for you. What happened there? Well, there we go. There is a team to take out round 18 with, if you can build it. Era there, lots of damage up at the top. We need to nuke them before they can nuke us. Whew. So there we go, Battle Stadium beaten this month in October. As you can see, I am an evergreen, so I'm not going to be losing my leaves and going bald over winter. Take that, winter. Right, so everything has been completed. Let's claim our rewards. What do we get in here? Some tickets here for the Role Mastery Gotcha. They're not bad. Quite a few tickets for that. Another ring. So it's 40 jewels. I suppose it's better than nothing. 2 rings. We can have a whole harem with all of this. Couple of rings. Couple of these tickets. Not the worst rewards ever. But there we go. Battle Stadium completed. Missing Muimi. Well, New Year's Muimi is a free-to-play character, so you... Well, would you have time to grind them out now? You can't get her for free. What story event is she in? Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Which is not even limit broken. I should probably grind out a few more shards for it to limit breaker. And that's at level 90 unique equipment. How did you get to Port Town? Which one is it? It's going to be one of the New Year's. Must be a way to get there a little easier than that. Where are we? I'm completely lost here. Side stories. Wow, they're not down here anymore. They've moved it. They moved it, and I've not noticed. Because we've got... It wasn't the end of Lunar Tower. I guess it's Chapter 2 Lunar Tower coming. Chapter 1's come to an end. I mean, in Chapter 2. Where's it gone? Side stories. Because... It was just down... It was down there, but... And now I can't find it. Where's it gone? Anyway, you could get that Moimi for free from one of the side stories. That is here. If we could find them again. Well, where have they hidden it? Where have they gone and hidden it? This one, but we're not going to be able to go backwards, are we? Anyway, where have they put side stories? I am completely... I didn't notice this, but it's gone. Not in here now. Where the... There's a menu down here. I mean... Yes, there we go. Side story. What the hell? Okay, that's new. We haven't seen it. Anyway, it's one of these then, isn't it? The, one of these New Year's events. And it shouldn't be too far down because it is one of the older characters, I think. Anyway, I can't find it in here somewhere. You should be able to grind her out in that, and I would advise it because, like I said, she can be very helpful. Anyhow, let's go to something that we can do. And going into the ReZero event, as they have returned our Summer ReZero characters. We have got a returning SP boss to face. And that means we can get more shards here for this Summer Amelia, who is also a pretty fun character. So, let's go in there and see how we do against this. Now, who do we think we should use for this fight? Do we want to try? I don't have a huge amount of ReZero characters anyway. I've only got Echidna and this Summer Amelia, who is not maxed out yet. And that's why we're doing this, to max her out. So going ReZero might not be an idea. I mean, we could always go Water Mage and see how that works with the most recent character that I do have here. I mean, not the worst of ideas, I suppose. Although they don't really have a dedicated tank for this. I was trying to think, is there any multiple target magic tanks? And I couldn't really think of any multiple target mage tanks to do magical damage, even on any other element. Just single target, and so are the other Kukas. And then on here, the only one I could think of that might have worked was Anemone, who is not necessarily a tank, who can do magical damage if the defense is lower, but there's a million tanks on light, and they're all physical. Oh, Kururu, there we go. She's a mage tank that does multiple target damage. There we go. I've found one. So that means we can do another light character on here. Unless we want to sack. We want to sack Anemone. We want to sack Ameth and use a summer Anemone, who I haven't used much at all since we got her. We thought she was really, really good, but then she's very racist, isn't she? What's how they say? She only really works with light characters, so we're not doing that. We're gonna bring Ameth back, and we are gonna go with maybe Lariel to increase our magic damage, or we could have Yui there, or this Nenica perhaps. Let's try it with Lariel then, because I'm pretty sure once we get onto the next phase it's going to be single target or something like that. So again, let's see how we do. Well, hey, they are shouting up a little bit. Which I guess maybe we didn't need a multiple target tank either. We could have gone for Violet or maybe one of the Kukas or somebody. Have they made this a little bit tricky? Maybe this isn't the best team. Thought we could have maybe done it by now. Maybe we should have mixed with wind magic. We could have had maybe Summer Edison's a ceremonial Ranfer on the team. Because now we're into single target, and although we're taking it down pretty quickly, I think we're going to try that. We're going to try this, mixing it with water and wind. Give that a go. I want to see how it does. We don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. Thank you for your cooperation. And then maybe we could try something like this. Maybe Anemone would be the best pick. Who will be a better water or wind tank? Both of these, we need more mage tanks really. I think that is definitely something that we are missing a little of. See, I did a lot faster there, and we've got Yukino and right there. That will be good as a single target as well as multiple targets. See, look at this, chunking out the HP then of the White Whale, the Memory Eater. Didn't eat my memories of ceremonial Ranfer because we are using her to great effects here. Can we have enough damage to take it in 26 seconds? Mode 3? Well, we only have 21 left by the time we start attacking. You did Dark Magic Team and cleared it in 2. I think this is probably going to be as 2 clear as well, isn't it? We're not going to have quite enough damage to take out in this attempt. Maybe we'll swap Anemone out as the tank. We'll keep everybody else in. So, maybe S.A. Ruka is a tank that has been adopted on a magic, even though she's not very magic. Who else could we maybe have as a better option? If we want to do a pure magic, maybe this is Angel Yori. Maybe Angel Yori would have been a good pick, a better pick. Who do we have over here? We don't really have any dedicated. With these two really, isn't it? Either Yui or Chika Summer. One of these three would probably be a good option here, I think. Let's just send Yori in. We haven't used Yori for a little while. Although she's dedicated booster, she still is a tank. I always use it as a tank. Oh, we actually gonna survive with this. Was Anemone's debuffs really actually helping us quite a bit? Well, yes, there we go. 2 pan for this. Now we can do our gotcha prize gotcha thingy in here and get all of shards for Amelia. Well, there we go. Look at that. In terms of damage, I mean, we did, like I said when we had we looked at Yukino's review. Very similar to Ceremonial Ranfer, just wish her damage was a little bit higher on Ranfer's level. So Ranfer is still, at least in this, well, she did have a slight advantage for elemental boost, but like I said, I think if Yukino's damage was a little bit higher, I think the community would probably like her a little bit more. Right, let's see, how many tickets do we have? Grab these rewards then. Do we get a few more jewels in here? A few more, not a huge amount, but we'll take them. 3! But it's the boss medal gotcha thingy bobbers. That is 2,000 of these. And this, we can still only do 100 times. We can't do all at once. So let's roll this out, and then I think we will leave it there for today. We've got our battle stadium. We've done our. We'll see. I don't think we're still going to have enough. But how many are we going to be short? Well, we're getting 6-star Amelia and a 6-star Rem. Very hard shards too from this. If you have them. I don't have them, and I don't think I ever will have them, so I don't think I'll ever be using those. More Kokoro shards. We don't really need any more Kokoro shards. We've got billions of them. Let's go some of this. And there we go. We get the Rem very hard shards. It will be interesting to see if the Summer Rem is actually used this clown battle. If she does feature more than the Summer Sheffy, but I'm pretty sure if you have Summer Sheffy for that team, you'll be able to do pretty well. There we go, 20 there. We might as well go the full way. Don't reset early. Although, well, we do get astral spheres in this one now. It's returned. Get all of them out there, all the goody goodies. It says there's a masterpiece there. Do we actually get a masterpiece? I don't think we do we? That's false advertising. All of these what are we going to do with all of these Kokoro shards? Ooh, we're getting a bit short on these. Maybe we should have been skipping a little bit. Because yeah, the ammunition. We don't get a masterpiece. No, we don't get a masterpiece. Why does it say? Why is there a masterpiece there? That's a bit misleading. That is. Let's get the Amelia shards then, please. Then we'll put them into. See how many more we're going to need. There we go. All of them there. We've only got 300 left. How many's left in the current lineup? 205. Let's just finish off this lineup then. Use them all up. We do get some. There's extra 3 shards. Those extra 3 shards are very, very valuable. And a few DAs there as well. All right, let's put all of them up for now. Where is she then? How many more do we need? It's probably best to put the equip on first. I don't think I'll use a growth sphere on it. We're going to have to put on, so we could put the unique equipment on defense and attack. I suppose the higher that is, the better it is. We're still going to be a few short out. We want to use another 50 on this. We've got 8. I don't think I'm going to use it enough to warrant using one of them. Summer Puck. Do I want to? Do I want to? Because we're still going to need quite a few. Probably still going to have to use some DAs just to get her up to 5-star. Although, how long have we got left on this? $10 days? I mean, grinding these shards out for 10 days. Still going to be a little short, I think. Anyway, there we go. I'm gonna think about that. We need to put them in right now. So we're gonna leave it there for now. Thank everybody for watching. There she is, Summer Amelia. Just so the thumbnail's not too much of a clickbait. We did our battle stadium. Hopefully you can beat all the stages. You don't get a masterpiece if you got it from the event the first time it happens. Well, they can still get rid of it. They can still get rid of it for us from there. Yeah, anyway, it's not too big a problem. Hopefully you can build a team now to take out all of those stages that are on Battle Stadium. We'll maybe have a look at a Dark Physical tier list next month. Next week. And then one of us we've got coming up. It'll be, when is? It's the 24th. 24th is still quite far away, isn't it? Still another 12 days away before we get our next character. So yes, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount going on in the game, does there, over the next nearly 2 weeks. So I'm sure we'll find something else to do to have a look at. Maybe we could even do another pre-fest tier list. I was only going to do one a year now, but it's overdue for the half-year mark. maybe we can do that as well in these next 2 weeks upcoming. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I am Tokkuri Yashi, and if I can find my button, I will see you all again very soon. I still haven't found my button. Where's my button gone? Video outro. There we go. You got it. Got it. It's 2 stars. Way. Well, it's a lot better than you did before, Rosé. Good luck with getting that 3rd star. Maybe try to build around the team we had. And you can do it. Goodbye. See you, everybody. Bye. 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 Hey.